You notice it in the mirror first, the softening around your arms, the way your legs seem weaker climbing those same stairs you've taken for decades. Maybe you blame it on getting older, on just the way things are. But what if I told you there's a silent epidemic stealing your independence right now, and most doctors won't even mention it until it's too late? Sarcopenia. The medical term sounds clinical, distant. But there's nothing distant about losing 3 to 8% of your muscle mass every decade after 30. Nothing clinical about not being able to lift your grandchild or needing help to stand from your favorite chair. This invisible thief doesn't just take your strength. It steals your future. I'm about to share something the supplement industry doesn't want you to know. Those expensive protein shakes they're marketing to you, they're counting on your fear. They're banking on you not knowing that simple foods probably sitting in your kitchen right now, can fight muscle loss more effectively than any powder in a plastic tub. My own father thought sarcopenia was inevitable. At 68, he could barely unscrew a jar lid without wincing. The doctor just nodded and said, "That's aging for you." But when Dad fell in the shower and couldn't get up for nearly an hour, I knew we needed real answers, not resignation. What I discovered changed everything for him. Within months, he was not just standing taller, he was helping his neighbor move furniture. And he didn't spend hundreds on specialty supplements to do it. Today, I'm sharing the 7 affordable everyday foods that scientists have proven can prevent, and even reverse, muscle loss, even if you're already in your 70s. Foods that work with your body's natural chemistry, not against it. Foods that cost pennies compared to those fancy protein supplements. This isn't about looking good in a swimsuit. This is about maintaining your dignity, your independence, your life. The supplement companies won't like what I'm about to tell you. The protein shake industry is worth billions because they've convinced us that muscle maintenance requires their expensive products. But nature has already provided everything your aging muscles need, and at a fraction of the cost. Before we dive into these 7 muscle-saving foods, you need to understand what's really happening to your body. Sarcopenia isn't just about aesthetics, it's about survival. Research shows that people with significant muscle loss are 2.3 times more likely to suffer falls, fractures, and hospitalizations. They're more vulnerable to disease, slower to recover from illness, and face higher risks of premature death. But here's what they don't tell you. Sarcopenia isn't inevitable. It isn't something you have to accept. The right foods combined with even minimal movement can turn the tide. Let's start with the most surprising food on our list. Eggs. Yes, the humble egg. Nature's perfect protein package. A single egg contains about 6 grams of protein, including all 9 essential amino acids your muscles need to repair themselves. But the magic isn't just in the protein. It's in a specific compound called leucine. Leucine is the ignition key that starts your body's muscle-building engine. Without enough leucine, your body can't effectively use the protein you consume, and eggs are packed with it. A study from the University of Texas found that older adults who consumed eggs as their protein source showed significantly better muscle synthesis than those who relied on plant proteins alone. Mary from Ohio wrote to me after incorporating just 2 eggs into her daily breakfast. At 72, I couldn't open jars anymore. My grip had gotten so weak that I bought special tools just to function in my kitchen. 3 months after adding eggs to my diet, I threw those tools away. I can open anything now. What makes eggs especially valuable for seniors is their affordability and versatility. At roughly 20 cents per egg, you're getting one of the most cost-effective muscle builders on the planet. Compare that to protein shakes that can cost $3 to $5 per serving, and you'll see why the supplement industry doesn't want this conversation happening. Moving on to our second sarcopenia-fighting food, Greek yogurt. This isn't your ordinary yogurt. It's a protein powerhouse. A single cup contains around 20 grams of protein, twice what you'd find in regular yogurt. But Greek yogurt offers something special beyond just protein. It's rich in calcium, which plays a crucial role in muscle contraction. As we age, our calcium absorption decreases, making muscle function less efficient. The abundant calcium in Greek yogurt helps overcome this deficit. Additionally, Greek yogurt contains probiotics that improve gut health, enhancing your ability to absorb all nutrients, including proteins. Robert, a 65-year-old former construction worker, struggled with muscle weakness that left him unable to play with his grandchildren. "I couldn't get down on the floor with them, and worse, I couldn't get back up if I tried," he told me. After adding Greek yogurt to his daily routine, combined with gentle resistance exercises, Robert noticed changes within weeks. "Last weekend, I built a fort with my granddaughter, on the floor, for 2 hours. My daughter couldn't believe it." Greek yogurt costs about $1.50 per serving, still significantly cheaper than protein supplements. And unlike protein powders, it provides additional nutrients your aging body needs: probiotics for gut health, calcium for bone strength, and B vitamins for energy. Our third muscle-preserving food might surprise you: sardines. These small fish pack an enormous nutritional punch for seniors concerned about sarcopenia. A single can of sardines, often priced under $2, delivers 23 grams of high-quality protein, plus something unique: vitamin D and omega-3 fatty acids, both crucial for muscle function. Vitamin D deficiency is epidemic among older adults, with some studies suggesting up to 80% of seniors don't get enough. This matters because vitamin D plays a direct role in muscle cell receptors. Without adequate vitamin D, your muscles literally cannot function properly or respond to strength training. Meanwhile, the omega-3 fatty acids in sardines reduce the chronic inflammation that accelerates muscle breakdown. Linda, a 74-year-old grandmother from Florida, incorporated sardines into her diet twice weekly after reading about their benefits. "My doctor had me on vitamin D supplements for years, but I never felt any different. Within a month of eating sardines regularly, I noticed I could climb my stairs without grabbing the railing. I hadn't done that in years." If you're wrinkling your nose at the thought of sardines, consider this. They can be mashed and mixed with avocado as a sandwich spread, added to pasta sauce for a calcium boost, or marinated in lemon juice to reduce their fishiness. Your muscles don't care how they taste. They just need the nutrients. The fourth food on our sarcopenia fighting list is one you might already love: cottage cheese. This dairy product delivers an impressive 28 grams of protein per cup, including high levels of casein protein, a slow-digesting protein that provides your muscles with a steady amino acid supply for hours. This makes cottage cheese particularly valuable as an evening snack, supplying your muscles with repair materials throughout the night. James, a 69-year-old avid gardener, noticed his strength declining to the point where his beloved hobby became painful. "I couldn't even turn the soil in my garden beds anymore," he shared. After incorporating cottage cheese into his evening routine, James experienced a remarkable turnaround. 6 months later, "I'm not just gardening again. I'm expanding my vegetable beds. My doctor is amazed at my grip strength improvements." At approximately $2 per cup, cottage cheese delivers more protein per dollar than most commercial protein supplements. It also provides selenium, a mineral that functions as an antioxidant, protecting muscle tissue from damage. Our fifth muscle-preserving food is a vegetarian powerhouse: lentils. These humble legumes offer 18 grams of protein per cooked cup, along with a critical nutrient many seniors lack: iron. Iron deficiency is common in older adults and can contribute significantly to muscle weakness and fatigue, as iron is essential for the oxygen transport that muscles need to function. What makes lentils particularly valuable for seniors is their fiber content: 15 grams per cup. This fiber helps regulate blood sugar levels, preventing the insulin spikes that can contribute to inflammation and accelerated muscle breakdown. Stable blood sugar means more consistent energy for building and maintaining muscle. Patricia, a 71-year-old retired teacher, incorporated lentil soup into her weekly menu rotation after struggling with persistent fatigue. "I thought being tired all the time was just part of getting older," she said. 3 months after adding lentils to my diet twice weekly, I not only had more energy, but I could actually see definition in my arms again. My doctor tested my iron levels, and they had improved significantly. A pound of dry lentils costs around $1.50 and yields 7 cups when cooked. That's roughly 22 cents per serving. Compare that to iron supplements, which can cost $10.15 per bottle. plus the protein supplements you'd need separately. The sixth food that fights sarcopenia effectively is one you might associate with bodybuilders, but it's just as valuable for seniors: chicken thighs. While many health-conscious shoppers reach for chicken breast, thighs actually offer special benefits for aging muscles. Chicken thighs provide about 16 grams of protein per 3-ounce serving, but they also contain more zinc than chicken breast. Zinc plays a critical role in testosterone production, important for both men and women in muscle maintenance. Zinc deficiency, common in seniors, can impair protein synthesis regardless of how much protein you consume. Additionally, chicken thighs contain more iron than breast meat, supporting oxygen delivery to muscles during activity. The dark meat in thighs also provides more B vitamins, which are essential for energy production at the cellular level. Harold, a 77-year-old who had lost significant strength after a hospital stay, incorporated chicken thighs into his diet 3 times weekly. "My children were talking about assisted living because I couldn't manage basic tasks anymore," he revealed. 4 months after changing my diet and adding some basic strength exercises, I invited them over to watch me do my own grocery shopping. They were speechless. Chicken thighs typically cost 30–40% less than chicken breast, making them not just nutritionally superior for seniors, but more economical as well. A serving costs roughly $1, compared to protein supplements that might cost 3 to 5 times as much. Our 7th and final sarcopenia-fighting food is among the most affordable: canned tuna. A 5-ounce can provides around 25 grams of lean protein and costs less than $1 in most stores. Beyond its impressive protein content, tuna offers selenium and vitamin D, both critical for muscle health. What makes tuna particularly valuable for seniors is its convenience. When fatigue or joint pain makes cooking challenging, the simple act of opening a can can provide a muscle-preserving meal. This accessibility ensures consistent protein intake, a key factor in combating sarcopenia. Eleanor, an 82-year-old living alone, struggled with meal preparation as her arthritis worsened. "I was skipping meals because cooking hurt too much," she admitted. "My muscle loss accelerated until my doctor noticed and suggested simple protein sources. Canned tuna became my salvation. Within 2 months of ensuring adequate protein at every meal, I could rise from my chair without using the armrests. It felt like a miracle, but it was just proper nutrition." Now that you know these 7 affordable foods, let's talk about how to incorporate them strategically into your daily routine to maximize their muscle-preserving benefits. First, timing matters. Research shows that spreading protein intake evenly throughout the day stimulates muscle synthesis more effectively than consuming the same amount in a single meal. Aim to include protein at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, with each meal containing at least 25–30 grams. Second, combine these foods with gentle resistance training, even if that just means using soup cans as weights or rising from your chair repeatedly. Nutrition alone helps, but nutrition plus movement creates transformative results. Your muscles need the signal that they're necessary, that they should stick around rather than atrophy. Third, be consistent. Sarcopenia develops over decades, and reversing it requires patience. The good news is that studies show muscle function improvements can begin within weeks, even as visible changes might take months. Barbara, a 68-year-old who regained her independence through these dietary changes, shared, "The supplement companies want you to believe you need their products for immediate results. But real change, sustainable change, comes from consistent, simple habits. My protein shakes used to cost me $65 monthly. My grocery bill actually went down when I switched to real foods, and my results were better." What makes these 7 foods particularly powerful is that they don't just provide protein, they deliver the cofactors your body needs to use that protein effectively. Vitamin D, iron, zinc, B vitamins, omega-3 fatty acids. These nutrients are often missing from protein supplements but abundant in whole foods. The protein shake industry has masterfully marketed to seniors, creating fear around muscle loss while positioning their products as the solution. They're not entirely wrong about the problem. Sarcopenia is real and dangerous. But their solution ignores the complex nutritional needs of aging bodies. Consider this: A typical protein shake contains 20 to 25 grams of protein and costs 2 to 3. A meal containing eggs and Greek yogurt provides the same protein plus essential micronutrients for less money. The choice seems obvious when presented clearly, which is precisely why supplement companies focus on convenience and quick results rather than complete nutrition. Dorothy, a 75-year-old who transformed her health through food, not supplements, said it best. They sold me powders claiming to be specially formulated for seniors. I spent hundreds before realizing that real food worked better. Now I spend that money on fresh produce and quality proteins. My muscles and my wallet are both stronger. Beyond the financial savings, these whole foods offer something protein powders cannot: the joy of eating, the pleasure of taste and texture, the social aspects of shared meals. These factors matter tremendously for seniors, as food enjoyment often declines with age, leading to reduced intake overall. The psychological component of eating cannot be overlooked. When you enjoy your food, you're more likely to eat adequately. When meals become medicinal, just another supplement to choke down, nutrition often suffers. The 7 foods we've discussed can be prepared in countless delicious ways, maintaining the pleasure of eating while fighting sarcopenia. William, an 80-year-old who reversed significant muscle loss through dietary changes, noted, "The protein shakes made me feel like a patient. Real food makes me feel like a person. That difference matters when you're fighting to maintain your independence." As you incorporate these foods into your routine, remember that hydration plays a crucial role in muscle function. Dehydration, common among seniors, can reduce muscle efficiency by up to 30%. Water enables the electrical impulses that make muscle contraction possible. Each of these 7 foods works best in a well-hydrated body. Jean, a 73-year-old who revitalized her strength through nutrition, shared, "I was doing everything right with protein but still feeling weak. My doctor checked my hydration status and found I was chronically dehydrated. Once I addressed both issues, protein and water, my progress accelerated dramatically." The beauty of these 7 foods lies in their accessibility. You don't need specialty stores or online orders. Every grocery store in America carries eggs, yogurt, chicken thighs, cottage cheese, tuna, sardines, and lentils. There are no barriers to beginning this muscle-preserving protocol today. And unlike expensive supplements that deliver single nutrients, these whole foods provide comprehensive nutrition. The protein in an egg comes packaged with vitamin D, B vitamins, and selenium. The protein in sardines arrives with omega-3 fatty acids and calcium. Nature has already created the perfect muscle-preserving supplements. We just need to recognize them. Richard, a 79-year-old who regained the ability to travel independently, reflected, "The supplement industry fragmented nutrition into individual components: protein powders, vitamin D pills, calcium tablets. When I returned to whole foods, I realized my body knew what to do with nutrition in its natural form. My recovery has been remarkable." As we conclude, I want to emphasize that sarcopenia is not your inevitable destiny. Your muscles don't have to waste away simply because you've reached a certain age. With these 7 affordable foods and some gentle movement, you can maintain, even regain, the strength that independence requires. Margaret, now 84, started this protocol at 76 after nearly becoming bedridden from muscle loss. Her message is powerful. Don't wait until you're in crisis. "I almost lost everything: my home, my autonomy, my dignity, because I didn't know nutrition could make such a difference. Start today, not tomorrow. Your future self will thank you." The choice between expensive protein supplements and these 7 whole foods isn't just financial. It's about effectiveness. It's about addressing the complete nutritional needs of aging muscles, rather than focusing on protein alone. It's about working with your body's natural processes rather than against them. The power to maintain your strength, your independence, and your dignity exists right now in your local grocery store. Not in fancy packaging or marketing promises, but in simple, affordable foods that humans have been eating for generations. Foods that nourished our ancestors into strong, capable old age before protein shakes ever existed. Take this information. Use it. Share it with someone you love who's struggling with weakness or frailty. The solution doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. It just has to be consistent. Don't miss our next video appearing on your screen right now. Click on the card and discover how these same foods can also improve your cognitive function while strengthening your muscles. The mind-muscle connection is powerful, and you deserve to understand how to optimize both as you age with strength and dignity.